John.
Okay, thank you, Chair. The matter before members today is an application for reserve matters approval in relation to an extension to an existing bottling facility in the Harrogate Spring Water Plant, west of the Harrogate Town Centre. Location plan approval is sought for those matters that were reserved for future agreements when outline permission was granted for the extension in 2017. And the issues before members today are layout, landscaping, scale and appearance, and also access within the site. Matters that were determined in 2017 when the outline planning permission was granted include the principle of extending the facility, access into the site, drainage and tree loss. These were all determined at outline and are not matters for consideration at today's meeting. Before us is the site location plan showing the works to the southwest of the current facility. This is a parameters plan which was conditioned at outline stage, which shows the approved development area for the extension. This is a scale and massing plan from the outline permission, showing the maximum and minimum allowable dimensions, and that information is in more detail in today's report. This is the proposed plan showing a building which does conform with the parameters plan from the outline consent. On that basis, the layout of the proposals are considered acceptable, and also the internal access arrangements are also considered acceptable. So that's two of the reserved matters. This is the proposed landscaping plan, which shows planting within those elements of the red line site that are not being constructed on, and also additional landscaping on a strip of land to the west of the site. Replacement planting will exceed levels to be lost, and landscaping proposals are considered acceptable. Proposed elevations of the building, the key elevation is the key public facing elevation is the one in the middle, which faces towards the north of the site. That's timber clad, metal clad, glazed openings. Consider that the appearance of the building is acceptable. These are proposed site sections showing the size and bulk of the building. These comply with the scale and massing plans, which are showed earlier from the outline stage, and they're at para 10.28 of today's report. The proposals comply with those massing and scale plans, so the scale of the building is also considered acceptable. It's the proposed site plan and some photos of the site. This is the access into the site, which remains unchanged and was approved at outline. The existing buildings on site, the proposal is to the beyond the buildings. This is a closer view, and the building will be on the land that can be seen behind the pallets pile where the treed area is. This is within the site where the building will be constructed. These photos were taken in July of this year, and a further photograph within the site. As an update to the report before members, paragraph 5.3 of the report, the report advises that 32 jobs will be created as a result of the proposals, but the applicants have advised us that figure will actually be 50. Paragraph 10.19 of the report, the report advises the proposed landscaping will be maintained in perpetuity by the applicants. However, as they are leaseholders, that should be amended to read that it will be for the duration of their lease period. Members will have received a letter from legal representatives acting on behalf of Objector Group, raising a number of concerns regarding the legality of the proposals. Officers do not agree with the points put forward, nor do we believe they provide an impediment for determining the application today, and our legal officer, Glenn, will be able to update if members require that. So in conclusion, Chair, it's recommended that approval of reserve matters that are before members today be given, and that will be subject to the prior completion of a legal agreement which controls the off-site landscaping area. Work on that agreement is not complete today, and both the draft of that agreement and the final version will be publicly published before approval is formally granted in line with the Greenfields legal case decision. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, John. And I just want to reiterate that the principle of the development has been established under the Outline Planning Permission. The principle of development and associated technical matters have been approved as part of the Outline Planning consent, and therefore the matters, as John's just stated, for consideration to members this afternoon